ones. Empaths. What makes you think? I want to start with a question. What is this information that's passed around and that narcissists don't regret? What is this information that's going around that narcissists don't regret? Why don't they regret? I want to ask you, put it in the comment section. Why don't they regret? Okay, what makes them be exempt from the feeling of regret in life? If anything, from my analysis now, if you think I'm wrong, that's totally fine. Okay, this information is not for everyone, but from my analysis, they're very uncertain in life. They don't like the way things unfold. They have to latch on to someone to actually get through. You see? So the point being is, when I say regret, many of you think they like, oh, they're feeling bad, or no, that's a heartfelt regret. Okay? What I discuss on the channel is a self-absorbed regret for things not working out the way that they planned on them happening, right? But the thing is, this is rampant, okay? This, like, I don't know if it's narcissists doing it or whatever, like, I don't know what makes them be this creature that doesn't regret, that has no feelings, that chooses to structure their life based off another person, okay? Of course they have regrets, all right? They have regrets when things don't work out the way they planned them. And that's what drives them nuts. All right, that's what drives them crazy, is the fact that they casted you aside. All right? And now they're regretting it. Now, the thing about this is all of you think they're going to communicate this as you would do it. Now, they're not going to communicate their feelings of regret in a way that's actually beneficial for the soul, or for your character ascension, or you are elevating, okay? Learning from regrets, learning from mistakes, learning from this. They're not doing it like that. Okay, this is a self-absorbed regret that I talk about life not working out for them, so they fucking feel sorry for themselves, right? And this is their own worst enemy. Because you think they're gonna say, hey, chosen one, hey, empath, I'm so sorry for the way I treat. Why are they going to do that? They're all about power, right? They're all about staying in a position of one-upping you and all of that, trying to stay ahead of you, all of that. Their mind does a million miles with them trying to keep up with what you're doing, right? So, something you've got to overcome for the healing journey, I think, maybe I'm just putting it in this way today, right, is you've got to embrace that they do regret. Don't base this off of your understanding of a narcissist, not off their ways of being or their behavior, or if they hoovered or haven't they hoovered, or if they've said this or haven't they said right? Learn from the people who have actually had narcissists break down, okay? Collapse before their eyes, and actually say to the empath or chosen one that the new supply is trash and the empath and chosen one was so much better. This has happened to many people I've spoken to. I've read it in the comment section, okay? But learn from their experience. For some reason, the narcissist is obviously doing that to them because they felt that they could probably win them back, okay? These people that I spoke to rejected them. But the point being, maybe the narcissist knows that they fucked up so bad with you that they don't know how to navigate themselves towards you in a way of communicating the regret, of the self-absorbed regret, of feeling that they've drawn the short straw. They don't know how to communicate this to you. So what I ask you to do for the healing journey is know that an empath or a chosen one, or even a regular person, genuine soul, right? A regular person, a genuine soul, someone who's decent, right? If they have regret, they're going to most likely communicate those feelings. Not all the time, though. And that's what I want you to focus on. Okay? Is there regrets that you have as an authentic soul that you don't communicate with anyone? Okay? I'm just asking you. You don't have to put it in the comment section. This is a mental note for you to take on board. Now, if someone like you, of your character and caliber, can have those sorts of thoughts in your mind where you don't want to communicate your regret, but you're knowing you fucked up, right? You don't want to communicate it. Okay, not that you're harboring secrets or anything, but you just don't want to communicate that fuck up, right? Then now put a narcissist in that position. How the fuck are they going to deal with it? They're going to do some weird shit. You know, some deranged shit like you've fucking been through. Okay? Remember, they've cast you aside. Okay? They've cast you aside. They cut you off. They ghosted you. They abandoned you. Now life's not working out for them. Alright? Of course they're gonna have regret. Now, that's what I'm thinking. If you're someone who watches the content, you don't think the narcissist regrets. You don't look at this from a slight spiritual aspect, understanding about energy or devil or God or universe or whatever, right? Slightly, even if it's ever so slight, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be full, oh, I'm a spiritual person, or I believe in God, or what. Like, just having the understanding that there is evil that lurks within people, right? And that evil that lurks within them is actually their own worst enemy and actually taunts them and haunts them, okay? The enemy taunts them or haunts them, or the negative energy is surrounding them so much, right, that they look at you as someone that kept that away from them. Okay, when they was around you, your light, kind of your energy bounced off them. They forgot about their troubles, right? They forgot about this negative energy lingering around them, right? To a certain extent. But the point being is something I don't hear talked about often enough, and is very important, and I hope you can stick throughout the video, right, while I try to express this and some other topics, right, surrounding the same subject, is there's something, many of you are anointed, many of you are chosen ones, many of you are empaths. You have a blessed soul. Don't know why I said blessed. Right, you have a blessed soul, right? A real soul. And this enemy, the negative energy, the devil, whatever you want to call it, likes his minions to be in your company because it prevents your development and rise, and it stunts your success. It stunts your leveling up. It stunts this so you don't progress. They're like dream assassins. They're like dream catchers. They fuck up your life, right? And you've been through this. So the point being is, when a narcissist transitions to a new supply or goes off, devil's not happy with them. God's not happy with them. Universe is not working in their favor. All right? So really, I don't know where this logic comes from, that it's not okay. Let me just break it down. This is the fucking information that's going around to all of you, why it's keeping you stuck, why people probably don't tap into what we say on this channel. Some people, okay, they say the narcissist has no feelings. Okay, they have no feelings. These experts tell you this fucking stuff. They don't regret. They go on to a new supply. They used you, and then now they're unfazed. They're unfazed. That's what they say. They're unfazed. They don't care. Fucking hell. We're talking about a creature, right? A fucking cretin, dusty weirdo creature. Sorry if that offended the person that was so close to you at one point in your life, or people that was close to you. We're talking about a creature that grows an unhealthy attachment to its victim. A very, very fucking unhealthy attachment. And even the clinical fucking people, right, will fucking say that they grow an unhealthy attachment to the fucking victim, right? to the victim. Sorry, I shouldn't have swore then, but to the victim, to the empath, to the chosen one, to the survivor, they grow an unhealthy attachment, right? And that's the point what I just said there. When you survive the abuse, right, and you go on with your life, they still have an unhealthy attachment to you. They're never gonna, like, hopefully they fucking do, you see. You actually want them to fucking think in their minds, let me cut a soul tie. Let me fucking, like, remove them from my mind like a lobotomy, right? You want them to fucking think that. Because the point being is there's this creature out there that's fucking watching your movements, fucking talking this nonsense, right? You know, getting minions or flying monkeys to do stuff or whatever, like, you know, getting flying monkeys or whatever to look at your accounts or whatever like that, or minions to look at your accounts, or they're smearing your name, they're doing all this stuff because they've got an unhealthy attachment with you, and now you've survived and you've gone on and thrived, and many of you might not be there yet, but you will do inevitably, right? They grow an unhealthy attachment for you afterwards. So my point being is these people that say, they don't care. They go on to a new supplier, they don't care. Think about it. If you have a friend or a romantic relationship or something like that, you grow close to that person, you grow comfortable around that person, you feel a certain way with that person, right? That's how an empath or a chosen one will be. But the difference with them is they're fucking feeding off these creatures, okay? So point being, in the terminology that we use, and even clinical experts with this, you know, psychotherapists and all of that, right, or whatever they're called, right? What do we say? We say they feed off your energy, they feed off the empath, they feed off the chosen one, right? So let's talk about the palette now, okay? I'm breaking down the language that we're using, right? This might be a bit deep, but understand what I'm saying, okay? You have an acquired taste for something that you like. Some of you might eat meat. Some of you might not eat meat and eat vegetables and fish, pescatarian. Some of you might, you know, be vegan. Whatever you see, you've got a certain taste for food. The point being is these creatures are fucking creatures that feed off your energy. So they have a certain taste, an acquired taste to a liking that's not based off everyone, okay? If a narcissist liked everyone, okay, then maybe they could fucking move on and they wouldn't care and all of that, right? I'm not talking about the physical, actually them doing that. I'm talking about their mental realms that they go through when they fucking do these stupid decisions. But my point being is they've grown an acquired taste for the chosen one and the empath. That's what's happened. This is the reason for the regret. This is not what the clinical PhD experts will fucking tell you. All right? They won't tell you that. Okay? They really won't tell you these things. I don't know why they're not telling you it. Because surely if they've got an understanding of even an advanced understanding in a particular field, then this stuff to me is just crystal clear. Okay, they've got a fucking acquired taste. Not everyone can please them. If you're a vegan and you eat a burger, you're gonna be fucking pissed off, right? If someone comes and tells you that this is a vegan burger, and I don't know why I'm talking about veganism, right? I'm just using that example. Or someone tells you this is a veggie burger, right? Hi, this is a veggie burger, and you eat it and it's fucking a meat, and you don't eat meat, you're gonna be pissed off, right? But it looked like a fucking burger. You see what I'm saying? I know this is random, but just understand what it is. That's what happens to the narcissist. They go out there and they see a burger that they want to fucking feast on, right? They get out there and that burger's not living up to the crack, right? It's not living up to expectations. It's not the fucking meat or the sustenance that they thought it would be. Okay? Also, I'm going to add a layer onto this as well. You see how you have love goggles. This is on a side note, but just embrace it. You see how you have love goggles when you're in a romantic relationship or a friendship or whatever like that, family, when you have these love goggles, fuzzy love goggles, right? The empath and chosen one does, right? And then you break from that spell and it hurts. They also go off intoxicated with the fucking love you gave and the energy you gave. So they make these stupid decisions, right? Almost looking like they're looking through glasses when they shouldn't wear glasses, you know what I'm saying? They're not seeing correctly. Also, they get out there that burger's not living up to expectations. It's fucking a veggie burger when it should have been meat, or meat and it was a veggie burger, whatever, right? And that's the point that I'm saying. They have an unhealthy attachment to authentic souls. A very, very unhealthy attachment. And maybe the problem that we're facing, this is going deep now, is there's a lot of narcissists pretending to be empaths and chosen ones, right? Which is throwing salt on the word empath and chosen one, right? So people ain't embracing who they truly are. So people think, oh, that's egotistical. Oh, that's that. Oh, that's that. Know who you are, right? Know who you are. You know what I mean? You've got to. So, please, I know you're thinking, as I said at the start of the video, have any of you entered what I'm trying to ask you to tap into? I hope you have. I know some of you have, right? If you're still at this point in the video and you think they regret, you think they don't care, then the reason you're basing that off is because of their actions. But their thoughts and their actions are two different things. For example, right? The empath and chosen one decides they want to wake up at this specific time. Okay? You want to wake up at that specific time. That's what you're planning to do. But then you don't wake up at that time. You wake up late, right? That's the same thing for the narcissist. You see what I mean?